Hi there, good evening everyone. My name is Rodaline Colegio, your second presenter for tonight's group reporting, which is about knowing others and family. Terms to remember: relationships are an important part of any person's life. It is the way in which two or more concepts, objects, or people are connected or the state of being connected. Relationships building is a combination of soft skills that a person applies to connect with others and form a positive relationships. Now, starting with relationships are an important part of any person's life, from friends to love interests, co-workers, or even someone you just met. You may feel a connection with an individual and want to get to know the persons better. But it can be difficult to figure out how best to deepen your relationship without coming across as rushing it or being overbearing by establishing interest. Second, interacting with a person. And third is to deepen the relationship. And this way, you can get to know someone better. Number one, establishing an interest. To establish interest is the key in building relationships, such as initiate a conversation. Initiating a conversation uh, is a getting a person's attention through chatting, and it can send the signals that you like to know them better. You can also use different means of approach to start a conversation, like texting or knowing her FB profile, knowing her FB messenger, but or just something talk about casual conversation. Second is to show your best self, like um, um, each time you saw this person, it's a one-way show of respect by putting yourself together, being clean and neat each time you talk to him or her. The simply way of giving a an interest of building a relationship with this certain person. Third, being friendly. Being approachable to this person, being kind is a one way to establish also a building a relationship with a certain person that you wanted to have. Be patient. Being patient is very important, of course, because looking at the person is you know him already. Um, we do have a saying that you do not judge the book by its cover. So the more you interact with a certain person, the more you know well him or her. Number two, interacting with your friends. In this way, this may stimulate further conversation and may help to know more about that person, such as talk about your respective interests. So, as part of your conversation, talk about what types of things interest like the other person, like knowing the like and dislikes can better cue you into your friend's personality, such as giving comments and suggestions to a topic that you open with. Ask questions that best interest him or her. Mention your own interests as well. So considering this, using the person's interests as a way to introduce yours your interest as well, such as if this person is a food fanatic, then you can also, oh, I like to eat adobo as well, or somehow talk about sports, or should I say um special trips that you do have, going to different places or different countries maybe. Second is to pay close attention to that person. In order to pick up on the person's interest and personality, listen and watch closely to what your friend says and does. This shows your interest and gives you a point from which to start a conversation or suggest getting together for an activity. Notice something about the person and compliment him or her on it. Watch the person's habit. Does your friend always hold doors for others? Just like that. This is a simple way to keep a conversation going. Third is being stay independent. This shows the person and yourself respect and may help you to get to know better the person's personality. Showing your friend that you're capable of forming opinions and having a meaningful exchanges and conversation keeps your friendship fresh. Number four, spend time together. This can help you see new aspects of the person's life or personality and also show your interest in deepening the relationship, just like doing something you both enjoy, such as going to a if that person loves to ukay-ukay, then maybe you can get along with him or her, and somehow you can get to know more of him or her better by having what type of dresses or what type of ukay-ukay she or he loves to to choose each time you go to that certain place. you know it's a part of conversation, or it's a part of building relationship in knowing this type of person or this certain person that you wanted most if you spend more time together by having um, being having an interest to that you enjoy love most both. Thirdly is deepening your relationship. So in this point, to deepen your relationship is to build a bond of trust between you and your friends to a certain person you wanted most. You need to let the person know your interests. There is no harm in telling a friend that you like to get to know him or better as a friend or have a romantic feelings for that person. Be sure to highlight the platonic aspect by saying our friendship so you don't confuse that person. You know, just like saying, we've been spending a lot of time together and my feelings are developing beyond friendship. I hope you feel the same way, but I understand if you don't. In this way, you can tell the expectation or, simply to that person. Share your information and your feelings. Um, in this part, this shows the other person that you'd like to get to know them better and help establish a bond of trust between the two of you. Avoid sharing information that somehow will trigger to avoid you, such as talking about sex life, or maybe somehow she would think that you are just aftering about it, maybe. Third, invite the person to uh, gatherings. Um, Maybe it's not just like you and that person, maybe with friends as well. In this way, it helps you see how the person acts with different people or even other parts of his or her personality. Somehow, in this way, you can tell how she or she can interact with such how to deal with different people as well, if she's or he's capable of being approachable to others or being friendly with others as well, just like not just with you or with your friends but with others as well. Number four, spend more time together. Spending time together is knowing more about that person, like considering having a intimate dating or spending vacations together. The more you spend together, the more get him to know more about her or him, and also in this way you may see the negative and the positive side of him or her, and how and perhaps you can see the how how she carry herself or himself each time she do have encountered this type of ups and downs of her or his life.